yet. You're a good girl. Hello. Daisy thought she'd enjoy a under the chin scratch, so she's joining us today. She likes to, whenever I sit here, she likes to lay behind me or lay on my lap because, she's a 60-pound lap dog. I don't know if she'll stay, but we'll go ahead and get on. But today I wanted to talk to you the link between clutter and stress. She doesn't, she's giving me that look. She doesn't, yeah, it's okay. You want to say hi to everybody? She doesn't bark or anything. She yawns and breathes bad breath on you. So that's Daisy, everyone. She's literally the fourth child. But today I really want to talk about clutter and stress. And I think as part of my journey into kind of this nomadic life with the RV, I certainly have done this multiple times, actually. And apparently I need to learn this lesson multiple times, is getting rid of stuff, and then you accumulate stuff, and then you get rid of stuff. But now you can't get a whole lot of stuff. The stuff that I do, but I try to be very conscious that it has a purpose, and it has space, and it has a place in the space. So if that makes sense. So really want to speak around clutter and how it affects in your mind and overall health. And then I have a 5-minute habit, like going along with this 5-minute habit series of how to overcome that. So for those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Dr. Lori Marvis. I'm a board-certified family and lifestyle medicine physician who work with patients and others. I have courses and things in a weekly newsletter. By the way, you can click on the subscription below or the little link below and subscribe if you like, on helping people just kind of try to do more of the things that we know we should do but struggle to do. And how do we get more and more people to understand that they are more powerful than they think. And so let's jump right into today's topic. And first of all, when we think about things, I mean, have you ever just kind of looked around and feel like your stuff is kind of like secretly multiplying while you're not looking? Like literally, one book turns into 2 books, turns into 5 books. The bookshelves are now full, and then they're stacking up on the ground. Well, clutter has a really sneaky way of taking over, and it doesn't just mess with your space, but it also messes with your mind. And so it turns out that a cluttered room literally can lead to a cluttered head, with your stress level spiking and your brain struggling to think clearly. But don't worry, we're going to get into understanding how this happens, the health risk involved, and more importantly, how to fix it in just a few minutes a day. And I'll get to how I went about decreasing from a 2,300 square foot house to, I don't know, I think this is like maybe 300 square feet with the little thing that's pushed out. So not much space. Granted, we do have a storage unit we still need to go through, and I get stressed just thinking about all that stuff in there, but it's less than we had, so we're working on it. But let's talk about it. Cluttered space and a cluttered mind, it's really a thing, right? So you might think, hey, it's just a little mess, never hurt anyone. Well, science disagrees, right? That pile of papers on the desk, it's more than just an eyesore. It's stressing you out, and you may not even realize it. Studies show that clutter cranks up stress and makes your brain feel like it's kind of like wading through mud, right? It zaps your energy. It turns decision-making into an Olympic sport, and that you didn't train for. And then one study even found that messy spaces make us more indecisive and prone to procrastination. I guess there's a little gnat here too. Who knew really under that cluttered counter could be the brain's worst enemy? So how do we do this? Well, let's talk about the mental health mayhem, right? So first of all, you're feeling anxious just from looking at the mess. It's not just in your head. Well, technically it is, but you know what I mean. Clutter ramps up anxiety, stress, and even depression, right? Older adults in particular are more likely to feel overwhelmed in a messy environment, leading to mental fog and just a low mood. In addition, that you can have almost like brain freeze, right? So when you're surrounded by stuff, your brain doesn't get a break, right? So it's constantly distracted, making decisions becomes harder, and you even end up putting things off more than you're probably that you like. So when it's like kind of just trying to work in a room full of toddlers, it's exhausting. And nothing productive happens. And then you also get some physical woes, right? So clutter isn't just a mental burden, it's a physical one as well. to all those tripping hazards you've collected, if you've ever had a child that has Legos or toys and they scatter about, you kind of understand what I mean. But it can go the same, right? So how many of us had old magazines or old books or something that we just laid on the ground, workout equipment, something that we know we shouldn't have there, but that actually literally becomes a physical hazard. So then again, we also forget where we put what we put because it's buried somewhere, who knows where. So there's the gist of it, but what do we do to stop this? Well, let's talk about a 5-minute declutter miracle, right? So how do you battle the clutter monster without burning out? So easy, it's just literally like one bite at a time. You start with a simple 5-minute habit a day because let's real, that's pretty much all we can manage sometimes. And here's the game. So one, you set a timer, right? You can say, hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes. And she did. Yep, she did. Okay. And you pick one small area, your desk, your kitchen counter, maybe it's the mysterious junk drawer that seems to grow every single day. And then you just sort like a pro. You go through 3 categories. You keep, you toss, and you donate. And that's literally what I did, starting with all my clothes when I started getting ready to move from the house to the RV, is literally just, I had to start with my clothes because I understood I had to have clothes. And it was probably the hardest thing I had to go through, but we did it. It took me a few months, but because I got rid of some things and then I was like, okay, I can get rid of some more. But you can't overthink this, right? You just have to keep this really useful and keep this. If it's junk, toss. If it's good, but you haven't touched it in a year, donate it and make somebody's day, or maybe give it to your daughter. I literally shipped, or your son or whomever. I literally shipped my poor kid some clothes that I knew that I wouldn't wear, but she would love, and she absolutely loved them. And then she had to go through a decluttering phase. Anyway, so then you just rinse and repeat. You do this every day, and you'll be amazed at how much you clear your space and then your mind, and you just feel good, right? You feel relieved. So this is why minimalism has really taken off. So, I mean, remember, clutter may seem harmless at first, but it's really a silent stress inducer, and it takes a toll on your mental and physical health. But with a tiny daily habit of, remember, you keep, donate, or toss, those things can be done and dealt with very, very quickly. In just 5 minutes a day, literally. I have 3 minutes left. I don't know what else I can throw out. But anyway, so I hope that was helpful. I just wanted to share that with you because I've been going through a lot of this in the last, I would say, 3 to 4 months. And my life has changed because I've simplified and made things easier. One, I can see them. I know where things are. And even in this small space, in a small space, things can get cluttered much more quickly. So we have to be very, very mindful of what we bring into our space to begin with. And so, I can't just order off Amazon anything, although I do find that Amazon will deliver to the RV parks wherever you are. So you got to be careful about that because these boxes, they come and you're like, what do you do with them? So one thing that I did get today, I'll share with you, is a milk steamer. So I don't drink coffee, but I do love like a tea latte, right? So Starbucks will no longer have my money because literally I got this little portable one, and now I can make my own. It literally will do the exact same thing, and I don't have to pay like $4 for it. So there's that piece. Anyway, so I hope you found this helpful, everyone. I'm sending you gratitude, joy, and love as always, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll be back tomorrow with another 5-minute habit of the 10 that I've listed in the few days ago video. Please share this with someone that you think that might find this useful. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the alert button. I'm always happy to have you here. And again, I'm always sending you healing because we all need more of that in this world and in our lives. So again, be safe, everyone, and have a wonderful weekend. We'll see you.